The Portrait by Dante Gabriel Rossetti, a dramatic monologue on art, memory, and loss. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our heart, though stout and brave, still like mute nature to decay and fleeting. Dante Gabriel Rossetti, a poet, painter, pre Raphaelite Brotherhood co founder, he fused poetry and art in double work. The poet artist stands before a portrait he painted 6 years ago of his beloved, now dead. He describes the painting's beauty and lifelikeness. He reflects on how art preserves what time destroys. He wonders why the portrait feels more real than life. He realizes that in art his love is immortal, beauty that death cannot erase. The portrait becomes a mystical presence, breathing a bridge, almost breathing a bridge between life and eternity. He finds peace in the thought that as long as the portrait exists, so does his love. Context is early version written in 1847 as on my portrait which I painted 6 years ago for the unfinished tale Saint Agnes of Intercession, extensively revised in 1869 and published in 1870. One of the poems buried with his wife Elizabeth Siddal in 1862 and later exhumed. Influence is from Browning's Dante, Edgar Allan Poe. It is a dramatic monologue. The artist speaks to his portrait. No fixed rhyme scheme. Blank verse mainly with some rhymes. Rich musical flowing language divided into three movements: description of the portrait, reflection on art and memory, and transcendent power of art. Narrator is an artist in deep mourning, speaking to the portrait of his dead love beloved. He asks questions but answer them himself. A face which I shall ever see and therefore love forever. Literary devices use here imagery, vivid visual images, personification. The portrait seems to breathe and speaks. Rhetorical question. The poet asks questions and answers them. Contrast life versus art. Alliteration and assonance, musical and melodious language. Major themes Major themes are love beyond death. The poem celebrates eternal love but survives death through art. Power of art. Art can preserve beauty, transcend time, and give immortality. Time and eternity. Time destroys all things, but art defies time. Memory and presence. The portrait keeps the beloved present. Memory becomes tangible. Beauty and idealization. The beloved is idealized as pure, spiritual, and otherworldly. Life versus art. Life is fleeting and imperfect. Art is perfect and eternal. Rossetti once says, "Dead things are my heart's core." Key symbols are portrait and painting, symbol of eternal beauty and undying love. Palette and brush, tools of creation, artist power to conquer time. Eyes, windows of the soul, life and spirit of the beloved, live source of love, inspiration, and life. Flowers, love, beauty, memory, and mortality. Light and color, spiritual presence, divine beauty in art. So important quotation is who is it that say most that this was see. The painting speaks more truly than words. A face which I shall ever see and therefore love forever. Art grants eternal love through memory. Art is long and time is fleeting. Art outlives time and decay. I loved her and she loved me. Simple eternal truth beyond death. It is a key pre-Raphaelite poem, blended art and poetry. Shows Rossetti personal grief and ideal of women as angelic muse. Explores the highest romantic idea, beauty and love are eternal. A perfect example of dramatic monologue and Victorian spirituality. Influence is from Robert Browning, dramatic monologue technique, Edgar Allan Poe, death memory, the lost beloved, Dante Alighieri, Beatrice, and the idea of eternal love, and Greek myth, narrations and echo, reflection, memory, and art.